I'm going to be analysing some existing Digipack that I kind of found around my house. But the Digipack I actually got at the moment are they're kind of old. So the first one I got is Hilary Duff. It's called Dignity. I don't know if you can see that properly. Yeah. That's the back panel. Oh, see my reflection. Okay. First thing you see in the Digipack that's the front cover is that it's her. When the audience is viewing this Digipack, they can see a side angle close up of the artist. This is mainly because she is the main artist, and she probably wanted the viewer or the audience to actually grab this, and the first thing you see is her. This is very usual in a female artist Digipack, because in male female you don't really see them, but in a female you probably see them a lot, either a side angle or a really close up of the artist's face. What I'll say about the front cover is, the use of colours. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like an urban sort of colour, the kind of orangey they have at the top half. But at the bottom we can see a black section there, which is mainly so that the text stand out from the background. The use of background of font is very effective, if you could see, because by having because this is very unusual in a Digipack, because usually they have a bigger font for the artist name and actual main Digipacks. The Digipacks album name. Okay, but having it in a small font in a front cover is not really effective, because the audience won't be able to see that from a far distance. Now, if this is like laying in the shop and it's on display, they'll probably see her face, but they wouldn't be able to recognize the album's name. Therefore, this is very, and to be honest, this is very it's not conventional, because in nowadays you see Digipack which has bigger font and it stands out way more better than what it appears on this Digipack. On the back panel, there is a very unusual, and yet again it breaks the convention, because in recent Digipacks you usually see another image of the artist, like maybe a long shot of the artist or side angle again, or just something imagey type that should be in the back cover, because in recent ones or current ones you can see usually there is an artist at the back of a Digipack. The artist may have done this mainly for the audience to focus on the track list. As you can see, there are 14 tracks and same font as the album name. Okay, sometimes by having only the track list may lose the audience attention. Now, by having it in this font, kind of makes it a bit more feminine. This is like a feminine type of Digipack, where usually females will buy this. Because Hilary Duff is kind of she was a Disney character, so it kind of makes it targeted towards females. So and the use of font supports that, as you can see. Okay. When you look inside the Digipack, there is her CD and a picture of her. Okay. Now, if you take this out, which is very conventional, especially conventional for in a Digipack, because this is what audiences or buyers would want to see in a Digipack. So the first thing you see when you're on the Digipack is a kind of a poster, so it's kind of ripped because it's really old. Yeah, it's like a postery type of Hilary Duff. And this scene is used in one of her music videos. I'm not really sure which one, but it is used in her music videos. What I found really interesting about this, once you open from the inside, is that it has track name, but then it has like a poetry about the album. So that's kind of like interesting in a way, because in my opinion, I never see this in Digipaks, so it's very unusual. Like, it has little quotes and like poetry on it, so this may attract people who like English, who's like kind of interested in poetry. But yeah, for this is not really suited for a really young audience. This is mainly suited for like maybe teenagers or young adults. Yep, and this comes along with 2 pages, and then at the back of this booklet they give us, it's a poster of Hilary Duff again, but in this one you kind of, yeah, again she's looking straight at us, like straight at the camera. Go through the having over the Digipack. It don't have panels, so it only had like this leaf booklet inside and then CD and then the back cover, so it's not really the current Digipack that we have nowadays. Okay, the CD, yeah, again it matches the same color as the front, same color, same background, urban, so that's it continues the colors, which makes it professional and effective in a way. And what you can see in this Digipack, or the CD, it also mentions the track name, and same font as what it says on the back panel. Okay, what I found about this, which is effective, they mention the track name at the back, on the CD, and on the booklet. So it repeats a lot just to make the audience to actually read the track list and even listen to it, because you're buying the CD, just listen. So even listen to the artist track. This bit here, I don't know if you can see it. It says Hilary Duff and the name of the album. This is usually very you see this everywhere. Like you see it in all Digipaks. See it in this one as well. It's in all. It's mainly because you know when you like put CDs on shelves, that's what you see. Hilary Duff and the album name. Okay, if I talk about packaging in this, or like conventional elements, I'll say obviously it has a barcode, which is conventional in all Digipaks. It includes you can't really see it here, but at the back of the Digipack, it includes Hilary Duff website, so it allows you like fans or audiences to actually log on to their computers and actually access her website to find out the latest events or the latest things she has done recently, or other albums she's created. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. One thing I'll say is, usually on a Digipack there is something at the background. Like current ones is usually, yeah, again, an image of the artist at the back, and then the CD is placed on top. But in this one, it's just the plain color and same color as the front cover and CD. Now this can draw many audiences, but then I'll say like this Digipack is mainly targeted towards teenagers, because the character because she was a Disney star. Yeah, you don't really see her much today as an artist, so I think she's settled down for a family, I don't know. But then this is very old Digipack, so I don't have recent ones, because I don't really buy Digipaks anymore. This iTunes downloads. So yeah, you got the first one. The second one I found around my house is Christina Aguilera, Keep Getting Better. This one. So this, yeah, again, really old one. It's a back cover. Okay, what I'll say about this is very poppy. You'll know it's from a pop genre. Just looking at it, you can see the colours, the bright colours. The use of makeup she's wearing, her eyes, the inside of it. The even CD is very, it's pop. You just know it's pop. And this is like something like cartoony and like something from Clip Up or something. Okay, I'll start from the front cover. Now, yet again, bam, artist is there. Like, first thing the audience can see is her. Like, she's looking right at the camera, which shows the first thing that what audience will see. Like, bam, that's what you see. And then the use of makeup she wears, like, is really thought out. And looking at this image, the main thing you can see is her eyes. Like, that's the main attraction to her eyes. So I find that really cool. And the use of colours. So right now you see loads of bright colours, including her makeup. So it's very poppy. In a pop genre, there is a lot of makeup involved and bright colours. So yeah. At the back of the Digipack, it's different to the Hilary Duff, because you can, like I said, it's conventional to have an image of the artist, but the track list is very small. I'll say it's probably like font 11, not font 11, size 11. So if you look at it, really small in the Digipack, really small. Okay, so it has 17 tracks, and yep, 17 tracks. And it's kind of, the thing about having it small is that people may like some people may not even like it. Like, some people can't even see, like, with people who needs to have, like, who wear glasses, or like needs to like have difficulty viewing things or like seeing things, or may when texts are small, then this would be very hard for them to actually read from the Digipack. But other than that, it's conventional, because main artist, got the packaging barcode, bright colours. The use of colours is effective, extremely, because it stands out. If this is on a shelf, and then Christina Aguilera is like the best voice so far. She's even on The Voice, in America, I believe. Yeah, again, if you see in this red font, it kind of stands out from the black background, and that red font says like who her management is, who's the company, her MySpace channel, and her record company, and her website. Now this is very conventional by having it, because it allows users, audiences to yet again like research more about the artist and find out more information about them, the latest updates and everything. And if we could see, we can't really see this blue text here, it's information about the record companies. It says that she was signed to the RCA record label. It's a unit of Sony BMG Music Entertainment. And it says information about trademark management, logo is a trademark, and then yeah, it's pretty much saying like who owns half the album, who she's signed to, and all that information, who the distribution company is, and everything. So yep, yet again you got the standout of, I like the way they put the red, which is the Christina Aguilera bit with the artist, and then you got the name of the album. But this bit is the main attraction because it's red, and this bit you can clearly see. Other than that, it's really small. Yeah, it's really small. Yep. Okay, if we go inside, you've got the booklet. Okay, they don't really include much. It's pretty much like a one-page thing. So this is what a girl wants. Straight away, by reading that, you can tell that it's for a female audience. But say what a girl wants is kind of like something that knows that it's for a female audience, or something that a female audience would like. And you can see here, this bit here actually is information about each track, about the producer, the background vocal, recorded by the credits. This is mainly the credits, that's the word I'm looking for. These are the credits for each song. So yeah, I think that's what they're mainly saying. And to be honest, they repeat themselves a lot when it comes to advertising the artist, or like making or having additional information about the artist, like the website, because they mentioned it right at the bottom here. So they mentioned it, let's see, they mentioned it twice now about the other sites or other products they can actually look to see her social updates, to find out her latest updates about her next move, her tour. They mainly put it on the website, so that's probably why they're advertising it a lot, or like putting on Digipaks, which is very conventional. Okay, pop that back in. CD. The CD says nothing about Christina Aguilera. There's no names. There's only really small writing around the side, which is in most Digipack or most CDs. And by looking at this, it's like pow, like something cartoony, something. It looks fun. Like if someone saw this, you would have seen like excitement. It's very pop. Like it's very pop. Like just by looking at this, you'll know that it's from a pop genre if you know some music. So I find that very cool. And I think, I'm not sure, like it might, like if like I haven't seen the music videos for these tracks, but I probably guess that at least one of them will have like a cartoon typey music video. So I think by having that, this will support it a lot. Yeah. And it says POW. So by saying POW and having that, it's a direct link. So there's a link between CD and the Digipack. And you know the image, if you can see, wait, hold on. You can see like she got revealing bits on it, like you can see half her bottom half, her thighs, and then I think she's trying to show like her feminine side, her like trying to show a bit of skin and some sexy side of her. So it is kind of attractive. So I find like maybe boys will find this interesting. They will find like this attracting, so they might even go buy it for themselves. So yeah, I think that's what makes this Digipack good. And one thing that doesn't include, even with this Hilary Duff one, is featuring artists. Because I don't think Hilary have any featuring artists. But it's kind of hard not to believe. But Christina Aguilera used to have featuring artists. I need to research on about these track lists if they've got any featuring artists. Because in current Digipack, they usually go, for example, Ollie Murs. I know that he has like a big blob of text saying featuring some artists. I can't really remember. By having that, I think like it kind of promotes the other artists as well. So you're giving like a favor to another artist, promoting yourself, and someone else. I'm mentioning the name, so that's kind of effective and kind of management in business. Now, I just found this and I didn't even know who this is. I think my sister's, and it's called R. Kelly. Yep, R. Kelly. It's like an R&B. Well, I'm not really. We're not doing a R&B music video, but I found it. That it'd be good to analyze or review about, because it's still a digipack at the end of the day, so still need to analyze it. Okay, so first thing you see is a side angle of a mid shot of this guy, which I believe is Kelly, I think. This digipack is it's a greatest hit collection. Okay, so this digipack includes all like the R&B's music videos, like the greatest hits they hit and everything. It is 18 of his greatest hit, featuring artists. He got many remixes, and you got these track lists. I think these are the tracks that are very popular. So you got like I Wish, you got That Vibe, The Hands of Time, and I make sure I kind of like show like a little preview for you to understand, because I don't really know. Okay. With the heading, you can see in R a male kind of cartoony white, shaped in white. So even just little small things that could be targeted to males, or and you can clearly see this is the R&B digipack just because of what he's wearing. The hat, the use of jewelry, the clothing he wears, even by the earrings, just by generally like how he looks and what he's wearing, you can tell it's R&B. It's definitely R&B. Yeah. The color red is like eye catchy. Like if I saw this just wandering around, I'll say this is very eye catchy. Yeah, it's like black and red main colors. This is his booklet. This one has way more pages than the other two that I analysed. So, first one is the homepage, which was for the digipack. Second one is like it's like a little information about him, about his music. So R. Kelly, it kind of talks about so I'll read the first sentence. It says, not only has R. Kelly's body of work changed the course of R&B, it is the history of love and sex in the Champagne and Gangster. Okay, by reading that, you kind of mean, like, even briefly looking at this, it just talks about, it has words such as sex, pain, street, twilight hour, sex songs, something the real R&B singers, James Brown. I think this pretty much like have a little brief information of who he worked with and the kind of music he produced. He even worked with Jay-Z, so I guess that's something. So image of him and a bit more information about him. So I think this booklet mainly includes a lot of information about him, and then his stories of how he actually got to where he was, people who worked with, for example, Jay-Z, James Brown, and yeah, and then you also can see some bit history, like his other hobbies or other careers he actually approached. So as you can see, his boxing. So I guess he loved boxing, or boxing champion, or is that included in his music video? I'm not really sure. Overall, like, it is a R&B digipack, and booklet clearly sees it's a R&B. Okay, what I find interesting and what makes buyers actually buy digipack is this. Okay, sometimes you get digipack that has it says the bonus CD. Okay, so it will say you have the bonus CD within the Digipack, and this kind of like draws more attention to the audience because you got more to it, more to the Digipack rather than having one CD. You can get a second CD for like backstage access, informational, like concert, documentaries. I don't know. Like you can have so many things that could be a second disc. And in this book, they kind of give information about the second disc. So I can, by reading this, I can see there's like more songs. So you got additional songs from him, or remixes that he created, or yeah, remixes that he created or even produced. So yeah, and also in the center of this, with you can see that, you know, these albums. You see these images. Those are his other albums that he actually has. I think by having that, it actually like draws more attention to, like, it allows people to research more about his other albums, or other albums, so they can actually like find out more information about them. So I find that really effective and engaging, I guess. Interesting. The back cover is just red, so I think that after all that information, like, it's just a blank cover. That's okay, because it has more information. It has more pages than the other booklets I saw. But yeah, again, the booklet in Digipack, conventional. If I could grab the second one. Okay, this is just the cover, which is just plain white, really, and you can't really. It's just really plain white. Nothing much to it. But the bonus CD has something to it. The bonus CD, you clearly can see that it's more like engaging. I think they made it as like a old CD disc to kind of emphasize like more tracks. And by having this, you can tell this is an old Digipack because you don't see this in current Digipacks, so that's probably why. And then if you look at the actual Digipack, they have a flip. So they put the two CDs, one that side and one this side. So they're kind of like conventional and effective. And at the back this is like something this is when the artist actually like give a message to the audience or to the buyers. It says, "Big thank you to all my fans around the world. Love you all. Peace." By having peace, you know there's an R&B, because most R&B artists they have the word, like they say peace nearly all the time, and like yeah, it's really typical in R&B. So if you look there, that's where it says the message. So I think that's something that audience will appreciate. Like that's what they will kind of appreciate to actually have in a Digipack. Okay, if we're looking at the small details again, you got the barcode, packaging thing, and right in the corner there, it says, I think it says like, yeah, it does. It says Sony Music Entertainment, Zamba Recording. Again, it's mentioned that the recording companies he might be involved in to actually create this Digipack or his tracks. And then in the track list, you got a section. This is his first CD. You got 16 tracks, and these are the bonus. In the bonus, you got 8. That's really okay, because in the bonus you only get like 5, so having 8 is kind of good. And then it says all songs produced and written and arranged by R. Kelly. So it kind of shows as is all the production written. These are his lyrics. So you know when you get some artists who actually like they sing lyrics that they have a vote. So you got so many artists like, you know, Miley Cyrus or Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber don't write his own songs. Only probably some, but other than that, then other people just write it for him. He just sings it. Yeah, at the bottom It says his website for audiences fired, more information about him, and it says about the record company website. So you got the artist website and the company. So that buyers could find out more information about the recording company, as in like find out other artists that they may be involved in. So that could be one of them. And yeah, I guess so. So let's put that back in. So these are the only ones I have at the moment. So which is Hilda, Christina, and R. Kelly. These are all Digipaks, but it still links into Digipak and the Digipak we have currently, but it's not that old. It's still in the 2000s. Today's industry, like you see artists nowadays, they need to promote this a lot. Like you see Miley Cyrus, she was a Disney character, and then she was Hannah Montana. She was in Disney movies. And then when she got away from Disney, she was actually okay. She got into more of acting. And then her first album is kind of okay, but she was growing up a bit. But when she got the recent one, Wrecking Ball, that was the most music video I think audiences will see. And that Digipack, you can clearly see the difference because it's more revealing. Like you see more skin of hers, more skin, and like seeing that Digipack in a pop genre and pop like compared to other pop artists, like her one was the most unique because it's way more revealing compared to other Digipacks. So I say that her one was the most eye catching. Let's say her one's the most eye catching, and yeah, so I've learned like a lot of things. I found out a lot of information about Digipack, like what it includes, the use of colours that are used in Digipacks, and by Christine Aguilera Digipack, like the use of colours used, the font, and even the track list, like the way it's presented. Like usually I'll expect it to come bigger and like eye catchy, but the ones I've reviewed, they're kind of like small and you can't really like see them when from a far distance. So I learned a lot about them, and I used to learn about because I really didn't take notice of the side angle of a Digipack. But I don't really like it's not really eye catching. But if you think about it, if it was on a shelf, that would be first thing you'll see. But other than that, I learned that you need record companies. Okay, so if I list like the conventions of a Digipack, of a pop Digipack is, but it needs to have a barcode. It needs to have information about the record company, social website links that directly goes to the artist channel, close up of the artist, booklets that shows like many artist images or track list or information about the track or additional information about other tracks or other albums or other further information such as tours maybe. Even by like, and the images has to have like, it has to be extreme, I guess, like loads of makeup, loads of like really catchy things on it. So that's what I learned in this video, and I hope when it comes to construction that me and my group are able to produce a Digipack that suits our genre and suits the genre and the generation we are now, because in current generation they have way more advanced information they could put on the Digipack. So when I'm actually doing the construction of my Digipack, I'll make sure that I include the most conventional things. That I have to make sure that I use editing software in order to make the images eye-catching and attractive, just so that the audience is able to see. So so that's what I will make sure that I will do when I'm doing my construction